Okay, good morning, C programming class. Now we want to look at the revision. We want to revise operators and look at some of the typical examination questions and maybe look at how we can answer such questions. Now I've got a question here which is design a program to show your understanding of relational operators, and I've got another question, design a program to show your understanding of arithmetic operators. So remember, when answering such a question, you have to know the relational operators. When answering about relational operators, you also need to know the arithmetic operators if you are answering about the arithmetic operators. Now looking at that, I've designed a program to answer question number 1, where we are saying design a program to show your understanding on relational operators. Remember, on relational operators, we have the greater than, the less than, the equal to, and as we write the equal, it's equal to when we are doing relational operators, not equal to for the not equal sign. So I've declared int x and y because I want to compare two variables, and I also have the other variables like greater than. I want the answer for greater than, this for smaller than, for equal, and for not equal. So I have also declared such variables, and I've also written my formulas. For greater than, x must be greater than y. For smaller than, x must be less than y. For equal, x must be equal to y, which is the equal sign in programming. Not equal to, x must be not equal to y, like this. And after that, of course, you then write the answer for the greater than sign. You write whatever you want is percentage d, but you put a comma after that. After your quotes, you put a comma and you say you pick the formula for the greater than. You do the same for the smaller than. You put a comma and you pick the formula for the smaller than. You put a comma again for the equal and you put the formula for the smaller than. You are also allowed to put the greater than sign here instead of putting x is greater than y. It's up to you. And after that, you then run your program. So after running your program, you see that when we've got two variables, 10 and 5, and when if 10 is greater than 5, it is true and it will return a 1, but when it is false, it will return a 0 for the smaller than and for the equal. And for the not equal, it is true and it returned a 1, like this. So you can also answer such a question, or that is question 2 again, using this format. So again, you declare your variables, and of course, you then write your sum, because you are now talking of arithmetic operators, and maybe let's make use of small letters, and you sub like this, and you terminate, and you put your formulas. X is equal to 10, and you terminate. Now, you then put your formula, sum is equals to x plus y, and you terminate, while sub is equal to x minus y, and you terminate. After that, you then put your statement. The answer for sum is percentage d, and you call your sum like this, and the answer for sub is percentage d, and you call your sub. So this is how you answer such questions, and of course you remove this part, and as you run your program, you'll see that it will add and subtract two variables. Oh, sorry, we forgot to put a comma here, and then you run your program like this. So see that these are the answers. X plus 5 is equal to 10 plus 5 is 15, while 10 minus 5 is equal to 5, like this. But if you are given question number 2, don't forget to also write about the multiplication and the division, and of course if you want the modulus, you have at least 5 different arithmetic operators, so that at least the marker will now know that you really know what you are writing about. Don't write two operators. Write as many operators as you can. So how do we write this under exam situations? We write this on paper So I've designed a program on paper again like this, and I've written the program. So this is how we are going to be writing our program. You write it as it is, but on paper. Int x, y, you declare variables, you write your program. And don't forget, where you need to terminate, you must terminate. Where you need to put the quotes, you must put the quotes. It doesn't matter that you are writing your program on paper, but you have to follow all the instructions. So this is how we answer such questions.